Welcome to Beyond Borders, the podcast dedicated to exploring how gender, sexuality, and national identity intersect across the French-speaking world. Today, we dive into the power of queer and feminist art as a form of resistance. From visual storytelling and film to digital media, artists from North Africa, France, and beyond have used creative expression to reclaim representation and challenge dominant narratives. These diverse artistic forms not only preserve cultural memory, but also serve as a powerful tool for resistance and redefinition. So, how do different formats of storytelling amplify marginalized voices? And what makes visual media so powerful in reshaping perspectives on gender and sexuality?
Our first artist, Abdallah Taya, is a Moroccan author and filmmaker who makes an intimate and deeply political lens to the exploration of sexuality and identity. As one of the first openly gay Moroccan writers, Taya's work confronts the intersection of queerness, Arab identity, and the cultural expectations that shape them. In his book, Homosexuality Explained to My Mother, Taya writes an open letter to his mother, attempting to articulate his sexual identity within the framework of Moroccan and Islamic society. The book is a personal reflection as well as a broad commentary on the challenges faced by LGBTQ+ individuals in North Africa. His work offers a voice to individuals who are often silenced. Similarly, in the video African, Muslim, and Gay, Taya reflects on the nuanced struggles of being queer within both African and Muslim communities. By documenting these experiences, he dismantles stereotypes and highlights the resilience of LGBTQ+ individuals navigating complex cultural landscapes.
Taya's film Salvation Army further expands on these themes, offering a deeply personal yet universal resonant exploration of queer Arab identity. The film challenges both Western and Arab perceptions of homosexuality, illustrating the tensions between personal identity, societal expectations, and cultural heritage. Through its raw and poetic storytelling, Salvation Army provides a counter-narrative to dominant discourses on queerness in the Arab world, pushing back against reductive and often exoticized portrayals.
Another figure in the feminist resistance through art is Lala Essaidi, a Moroccan-born visual artist known for subversion of traditional depictions of North Africa and Muslim women. Her photography challenges colonial and Orientalist representations by incorporating Arabic calligraphy into her portraits of women. This fusion of personal and political narratives reclaims space for women who have historically been framed through a Western gaze. Her art disrupts conventional portrayals, asserting a vision of female identity that is self-defined rather than imposed.
Moving on to the cinema industry, Moroccan filmmaker Mariam Touzani's Adam offers an examination of female solidarity and resistance against societal norms. The film follows the relationship between two women, one pregnant and one unmarried, the other a widow. They support each other in the face of patriarchal restrictions. Adam does not just tell a story, it creates an emotional space where viewers can witness the quiet but radical acts of defiance that exist in everyday life. Her work emphasizes the strength of women who resist societal expectations in ways that are both subtle and profound.
Baloji, a Congolese-Belgian artist, takes resistance in the realm of surrealism and Afrofuturism with his film Zombies. Through a vibrant visual narrative, the film critiques neo-colonial influences, technological addiction, and the commodification of African culture. Afrofuturism provides an alternative lens through which post-colonial identity can be explored, imagining a future where African societies reclaim agency over their representation. Baloji's work is an example of how digital media and film can push the boundaries of storytelling, allowing for symbolic critiques of power structures.
Finally, Wilson Bigode, a Haitian artist whose painting Zombie explores the theme of zombification. In Haitian culture, the concept of the zombie carries deep historical weight, serving as a metaphor for slavery, oppression, and the misrepresentation of voodoo in Western narratives. Bigod's work resists these distortions, reclaiming the zombie as a symbol of cultural survival and resilience. His art reminds us that storytelling is not only about self-expression, but also about historical reclamation.
Each of these artists and filmmakers harness different storytelling formats, literature, photography, film, and digital media to resist oppression and redefine identity. While literature allows for introspective and deeply personal storytelling, film creates an immersive experience that engages audience on an emotional level. Visual art challenges dominant narratives through striking imagery that speaks across cultural and linguistic barriers. Digital media, with its accessibility and interactivity, has the power to amplify voices that otherwise would be unheard.
The diversity of these formats highlight the importance of multimodal resistance. When combined, these art forms create a more comprehensive, nuanced, and powerful counter-narrative against hegemonic structures that seek to define gender, sexuality, and identity on their own terms. By leveraging different modes of storytelling, artists expand the possibilities of representation and resistance, allowing for more inclusive and intersectional perspectives.
The ability to engage audiences through multiple senses, whether visual, emotional, or intellectually, enhances the impact of these messages and ensures that they reach wider and more diverse communities. Ultimately, multimodal resistance strengthens movements for social change, demonstrating that art is not only a means of self-expression, but also a transformative tool for challenging and reshaping societal norms.
To our listeners, we hope that this conversation gave you some insight into the complexities of gender, sexuality, and national identity. Stay tuned to Beyond Borders for more critical discussions and diverse perspectives from across the French-speaking world. Thanks for listening.